What up? I'm B, and welcome to my channel where we talk about all things true crime and current events. Today we're going to be doing something I have never done before, which is a live reaction to Trisha Paytas. We're going to be actually taking a look at my alter switch caught on camera live footage dissociative identity disorder. So we're going to go ahead and just wait a few minutes, let people have some time to get in, say hi, get caught up with everything, and then we'll get started on it. So if you are in here, say hi. I'm going to pull up the stream on my phone here so that way I can see the comments. They'll come in a little bit quicker. Sugar Lilies 101 said hi. Hi, how are you? Hope everyone is having a good Monday so far. JJ said, hey, so nice to finally catch you live. Yay, I'm excited. There are a few people who are like, hopefully, like, during the quarantine time, I can catch you live. And I hope so. Lilith said, I finally caught a live. Yay! So cool. Okay, so how's everybody doing? How's everyone's week so far? Brenna said, hey. May said, hi, B. Hi. Hope everyone is having a good Monday. Alyssa said, yes, I'm catching a live from the beginning. Yay, I'm so glad. Kendall said, hey, how are you doing? Are you staying healthy and safe? Kendall, I have an upper respiratory infection, but I'm good other than that. My husband got sick last week, and we went to urgent care. We called about getting coronavirus tests. They said he didn't qualify, and then we went to urgent care, and the doctor said it was an upper respiratory infection. So if I sound a little stuffy, that's what I have. I'm good, I hope. I'm taking the doctor's word for it. Okay. Madeline said, dude, I eat so much because I'm bored. Nala said, hi. Oh my gosh. It is hard when you're home all the time not to just snack on literally everything. Nala said, it's so hard to be on time for your lives from the UK. I'm so sorry. It's cool that you're tuning in from the UK, but I am sorry about that. Okay, so give me a thumbs up if you know what's going on with Trisha Paytas. Give me a thumbs down if you don't. Lilith said, quarantine really has me finding new hobbies. Sorry to hear y'all are under the weather. Get well soon. Thank you so much. But really, like, you got to find new stuff to do. You're like, well, how can I fill my time? Alyssa said, Sam, I eat so much being bored. Right. Oscar said, hey, hi, Oscar. I'm glad you're in here. Kendall said, oh no, my son had bronchitis and it was sketchy. It really, ooh, I'm blurry. What is happening? Okay, so you know, thumbs up, you know what's going on. Why am I blurry? Oh no. Hopefully it, like, auto-corrects. Okay, so you guys, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, did you see her video about switching caught on camera? Oh my gosh, why is it still blurry? There we go. Okay. So most of us know, that's good. And did you guys watch the switching caught on camera video? Thumbs up if you did, thumbs down if you didn't. A Strange said, we're part of the DID community. It's awful what she's doing. I hope you feel better. Nola said, the blur is very aesthetic. Lil said, I absolutely will not give her my views. Okay, cool. A Strange, what she's doing is literally insane. I don't know why she thinks that it's okay to kind of co-opt something that is very serious and just kind of, it feels like she's like making a joke out of it. I feel kind of bad for Trisha because I feel like she didn't have like the healthiest upbringing, and so regulating her emotions maybe doesn't, like, she's not very skilled in it, but at the same time it's like, you're an adult, you gotta kind of take responsibility for this and figure things out. Oscar said, did you see what she said to Taylor Nicole Dean? No, I didn't. Kendall said, I'm going to have to watch the replay. My son and I are about to go get some fresh air and plant some flowers. Oh, have fun. Nala said, I saw reactions to it, didn't watch the video because I don't want to give her views. Louis says, hi, hello. JJ said, decided not to give her any views, but I saw some reactions to her video. Madeline said, my cat is watching you too, and yeah, for real, it's so messed up, but she knows what she's doing. Yeah, part of me feels like, I don't know, I'm like, I think she's just ignorant, but I feel like she's kind of ignorant on purpose. And then part of me is like, no, like she knows that this is messed up. But okay, so we all know the situation. We all know that, just kind of a brief recap in case somebody missed it. Trisha Paytas last week put a video out talking about how she has diagnosed herself with dissociative identity disorder, and she explained her alters, she gave their names and talked a little bit about them, and then oh my gosh, yeah, okay. Brana said, I didn't watch the full video mainly because I didn't want to give her the views, but I've heard about it from Twitter and drama channels. A Strange said, thanks everyone, we have a lot of support in the community, we just wish she understood better. I wish she did too. JJ said, did you check out H3 podcast episode with her? I did, and I have thoughts on it. Spencer says, hi. Oh, hi Spencer, I'm glad you're in here. Okay, so she posted that video, talked about her alters, gave descriptions of them, and the general consensus was that she probably just watched Anthony Padilla's video about dissociative identity disorder and decided that it was going to be a cool way to get views, and she was going to, I don't know, take advantage of the, I guess, not the attention that NIN and DissociaDID, not NIN's system, but the DissociaDID system is getting, and the video that Anthony Padilla did got a lot of views, and so it seemed like she just kind of wanted to ride the train, and NIN did a reaction video to it, talking about how a lot of the things that Trisha said were incorrect, like Trisha was spreading false information, and it didn't seem like she had a great understanding of what dissociative identity disorder is. And then Anthony Padilla posted on Instagram stories, like, move to trash, looking at the video. She posted another video freaking out basically on him, like just going in on him, really, really angry. And then she posted a video with her Switch caught on camera, and that's what we're gonna react to today. Okay. Oscar said, didn't she say a slur in that podcast? Pretty sure she said the T slur. Ooh, I don't know. It was a long podcast, so I'm not, I don't remember everything that was said in it, but that would not be cool. Alyssa said, I don't know how she's not more educated on subject because she has plenty of money to get the information or even the help to better understand it. Exactly. That's what a lot of people are saying, is like, you have the luxury of having enough money, like having the resources to be able to take as much time and go to as many different specialists as you need to get a diagnosis. So it's really irresponsible to not. Nick E said, hi, I'm glad I finally caught you live. Yay, I'm excited that you caught me live. A Strange said, we think she wants an exotic diagnosis. We're disabled, have a syndrome, and deal with DID. She wouldn't know how to cope. Ugh, right. Like, I feel like people kind of not glorify, but like glamorize DID. Like, I've seen so many people on the Dissociated channel talking about, like, it's so cool that you have this. Like, that's so cool. It's like hanging out with your friends all the time. And it's like, this isn't a cool thing to have. This is a result of trauma. And so, like, it's kind of like anxiety and depression and eating disorders. Like, they're so glamorized, and everybody thinks it's so cool to struggle with these things. And it's really, like, for the people who actually struggle with them, or people who have certain disorders or have disabilities, it's like, no, this is not a joke. It's not a way to look cool or get attention. This is a real thing. Oscar said, I might have the clip from it bookmarked on my Twitter. Send it to me if you have it. Please. JJ said, I can't remember if she did say any slurs, but it's interesting to see her stick so much with this DID story considering what she's up to now. Yeah, so we're gonna react to the alters caught on camera video, but she has posted 2 additional videos, so we can see about possibly reacting to those. We'll see how you guys feel after the first one, but just as a forewarning before we get into it, Trisha does have a penchant for wanting to copyright claim and copyright strike things falsely, and so I will just put the reminder that reaction videos fall under fair use, and reacting live to her video is not a violation of copyright. I will be providing commentary and my opinion on what she is presenting, so any false copyright striking of this video would be an abuse to the copyright system, just putting it out there. And additionally, it might not matter to a lot of you, but in all of my pre-recorded videos, I do blur out cuss words, so I haven't seen this. There may be foul language in there. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, but just to let you know, there's not going to be anything blurred, obviously, because it's live. Okay, Alexandra said, I'm honestly tired of famous people using mental disorders as a way to either look relatable or try to get sympathy after a scandal. A Strange said, she changes her voices. It's so weird, not saying it doesn't happen, but the way she does it and handling things. Huh. I heard that I've heard that it looks very fake. I watched Dr. Todd Grande, his kind of analysis on both her first and her second video, and he's like, he just is basically roasting her the entire time, talking about how it seems very like staged and fake, and he said, you know, she's a real person, so obviously I'm not diagnosing her, but it seems that she might not have the best idea of what dissociative identity disorder is, or what it actually looks like. So, all right, let's go ahead. Is there anything else anybody wants to say or discuss before we get started with the reaction? Because if not, we'll get into it. Jody said, Trisha is known for being a notorious liar. She's mocking her fans and the entire DID community, and she knows it. She's a complete joke. She needs to stop. Yeah, I mean, I'm always kind of like looking for the best in people, and so I have a hard time like making kind of definitive statements like that. But she's known for trolling, and I feel like she's just taking it way too far with this. Like, her trolls stopped being funny like a year ago. She's turned to like really serious things, and so it's just, at some point it stops being a joke. Like, at some point you wade into territory that you have no right trolling about, and we're here. Like, this is where it is. And people were so shocked with her coming out as transgender video. And a lot of us didn't think that it could get much worse than that. And now it's like, okay, you keep going for the bigger shock factor. Oh no, Spencer. Okay, so let's go through our last comments before we get started. Alyssa said, just hope everyone's staying safe. I agree. Nala said, stay safe and wash your hands, everyone. Yes, use soap, use water, wash your hands. Nightmare Collector said, I don't like Trisha. I don't even watch any of her videos. Well, you're about to watch one now, because we're going to do a live reaction. Spencer said, just that I've got huge secondhand embarrassment, so I'm about to be sent here. And A Strange said, this is not trolling, that several systems have split due to her. Yeah, thank you for that reminder. As much as we do like to kind of joke about things and take kind of a lighter approach to a lot of things on this channel, as light as we can, this is, and I'm probably gonna poke a little bit of fun at her, in the video. I can already feel it, but this is a very serious thing. Not only DissociaDID, but other systems have had a really tough time with the attention that this has brought to the DID community. It's brought a lot of attention from people who don't understand it, who don't have the best interest of everyone at heart, and Trisha is causing damage with this. There's just no other way to say it. Whether she intended to or not, that's the reality of the situation, and so this is a serious thing. It's not okay that she's doing this, and I hope that by people calling her out and by more people telling her that it's not okay, she finally gets the message that, you know, things are all fun and games, like you control whatever, but there are some lines that you just don't cross. There are some things that aren't meant to be joked about. So, Nikki said, I haven't seen her 2 new videos, but I saw her title claiming DissociaDID bullied her. I'm interested to see what she claims is bullying because DissociaDID's video did not come off as mean at all. No. DissociaDID's video, with like, Nin was so graceful in that video and, like, way kinder than she needed to be. It was really great. I mean, not like great. I'm glad that she had to do that, but the way that she presented herself and the, like, it was just very classy, I thought. Okay. Trina said her behavior keeps being rewarded or she's making money off hurting others. She's not stopping. She won't, like, until something, like, serious happens or somebody, like, actually gets through to her, I don't see her stopping. Nightmare Collector said, Haney, will you make a Discord chat? Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. I'll have to see. Gabriella said, I do not think she actually understands the damage she does with her actions. I don't think so either. And if, like, I think it's, like I said in another video, I think it's willful ignorance. I think she doesn't realize it, but it's on purpose. Like, she makes an effort not to realize it. Spencer said, I think you made a huge point when you talked about her being in an identity crisis. What with this and the trans coming out video, it just seems like she's desperate to have a community, but is going about it all wrong. That's a good point. Like, she wants a community, she wants a place, she wants to belong, but she just hasn't found it yet. And I mean, she very well could be going through an identity crisis. That's what it kind of seems like to me. You know, she, like you said, she wants a place to belong. She just doesn't know where it is, and she's not doing the right things that she needs to do in order to figure out where that is, where she fits in. Autumn said, Nin remained polite even when you could tell she was deeply hurt. I didn't think I could respect her any more than I already did, but she proved me wrong. Absolutely. Meech said, Nin was very educational during her reaction video. Madeline said, we respect it. Nala said, your theory about Trish actually going through an identity crisis actually really helped me. I didn't realize that was what I've been going through for 2 years, is a really strong identity crisis. Thank you so much. That's so cool. I mean, not that you've been struggling with that for 2 years, but it's very cool that something I made was able to help you with that. That's awesome. Thank you. Trina said, sign to get her off YouTube. Oh, I heard there was a petition for that. We'll have to look into it. Ryan Squirrel System said, this whole Trisha issue is so damaging. Absolutely. Tinley Ruman said, she says something is seriously wrong with her and yet she doesn't get serious help. If she went to a therapist instead of using YouTube as her therapy, her whole life could possibly change for better. I agree. Trisha, like we've said, is in that very privileged position where she has all the time and all the money and all the resources that she needs to go to different specialists, to get diagnosed, to get a second, third, fourth opinion, whatever she needs in order to get a diagnosis, and she's not taking advantage of it. It's disappointing, and I think it's irresponsible if you're going to be talking about your mental health in a public way to over 4 million subscribers, and you have the opportunity to actually get to like go to a specialist and get diagnosed, and you just don't. It's really irresponsible. Nightmare Collector said, Gabrielle, sorry guys, I am sick, so I'll probably have to start the video soon because I've been talking for too long. Same with Tana Mojo. She was driving a car while she was on drugs and she filmed it. I don't know why she still exists. Dang, Tana's a whole other story. Nightmare Collector said, I like those lights in the background. Thank you. They're from Amazon. I love them too. I have a affiliate link in all the descriptions of my videos if you want to get them. Okay. All right, guys. So it looks like we've had a good conversation about this so far. Let's go ahead and, dang, why does it keep going blurry? Let's go ahead and just get started on it. Ryan Squirrel System said, oh, please feel better soon. Thank you. I hope I feel better soon. It's been a rough few weeks, or not few weeks, it's been a rough few days. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Why is it so blurry? Ugh. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. Let's see what's up. Let me know, leave a comment once I start it, if you can hear everything, if you can see everything okay. Like I said, this is my first time doing like a live reaction, so you'll have to let me know if like it's too loud, too soft, whatever.
I'm not gonna address the hate of the last video. I feel like I've already done that where I can, when I can, and what I can. There's nothing I can do to change anyone's mind about my last video, or like, your opinions are your opinions, and that's just how we have to leave it. But so today has been very draining as far as my alters go. T, the protector, is nowhere to be found. In fact, I believe he got scared the most when we were asked about who my protector is on my altars, and he did not want to come forward. And it's hard for me. It doesn't just switch, but today.
All right, is it like running slow for you guys? Like, can you see the video's a bit glitchy? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try and pull it up again and see if I can get it better, but if not, we might just have to listen to it. Or actually, I could probably show it on the screen. Okay, hold on. Okay, and you guys said the volume's low too. Gotcha. Okay. Let's try this. All right, let's see if it's better now.
I caught the switch on camera. I'll just show you at the end to Bolter. Tyranny definitely came out last Friday, when I made the Instagram and the YouTube video to Anthony Padilla. I, Trish, have nothing against him.
Okay, it's still glitchy, huh?
DissociatID. In fact, a girl that we dated actually came out with a video and I couldn't watch it, and she sent me a really long message. And
is it still glitchy? Because I feel like it is. Lagging like Trisha. Ryan Squirrel System said lagging like Trisha's ability to get it together. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's actually... I feel like... Okay, some of you are saying it's still glitching, and some of you are saying that it's not. Let's give it another minute or so, see if it kind of... Okay, you guys are all still saying still glitchy. Okay, I'm going to try and do, I guess... Yeah, you guys are saying the sound isn't glitchy, but the screen is. Okay. So let's go ahead and hide that. I'm going to try and do a screen recording then and see if we can pull it up. Ooh, that way. Okay. So pull that aside. And oh, you guys are seeing what we're going to be talking about later in another video. All right, let's make this a little bit smaller. Move that over here, and then see if you can all right, and then I'm gonna pull up myself so you can see me. Oh no, I don't want that. Guys, we are learning all sorts of stuff. Oh my goodness. All right. Give me 1 second. I am pulling up a video so you guys can see me. Give me 1 second. Okay, there I am on the webcam. Let's go ahead and just make this a little bit smaller. Okay, this might be how we have to do it. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Jade said, what? I made a live. Yay. Yay, I'm excited. Okay, let's see if this is better. Okay. Are we all good? Can we see everything? Can we hear everything? Let me know.
I'm not gonna address the hate of the last video. I feel like I've already done that where I can, when I can, and what I can. There's nothing I can do to change anyone's mind about my last video, or like your opinions are your opinions, and that's just how we have to leave it. But so today has been very draining as far as my altars go. T, the protector, is nowhere to be found. In fact,
Crystal said it's better, looks great now, looks good. Okay, cool. Perfect. Let me know if the sound is good.
I believe he got scared the most when we were asked about who my protector is on my altars, and he did not want to come forward. And it's hard for me, it doesn't just switch, but today I caught the switch on camera. I'll just show you at the end to Boulder.
Okay, a lot of people, I have to bring it up now because I'm thinking about it now. A lot of people were saying it's so odd that she is just now, for the first time ever, catching a switch, like, on camera live. They're like, if you have dissociative identity disorder, this happens pretty frequently, so it's kind of interesting that after, 10 years on YouTube, you've never caught a switch live. Okay, Ryan Squirrel System said sounds is as good as it can be for Trisha Paytas. Yeah, she does, I don't know why she's sounding so soft-spoken, but I think that's her persona of, like, I'm going through a tough time, feel bad for me. Like, you know, like, she's toning herself down, I think, to make people feel more sympathetic towards her, because she's not yelling and being super high-pitched and screaming. Tinley said, caught the switch on camera. Oh, just wait. Ooh, okay.
Journey definitely came out last Friday, when I made the Instagram and the YouTube video to Anthony Padilla. I, Trish, have nothing against him or DissociatID. In fact, a girl that we dated actually came out with a video and I couldn't watch it, and she sent me a really long message, and Tierney decided to respond to that as well with really nasty, don't ever talk to us again, and that's just unfortunately part of it.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, it looks like I have at least 2 systems in the chat. If Tierney responded and said something very nasty to Nin from DissociaDID, would you not then, if another alter is conscious, like, once you realize that, Tierney sent this really mean message, would you not send, like, a second message as Trisha and just be like, hey, I want to let you know that was Tierney. I personally don't have anything against you. If you want to chat, I'd love to chat further. Like, a lot of people, and myself included, are saying that it seems like she's using her alters as ways to just push off her bad behavior onto someone else, like onto another personality, instead of taking accountability for what she's doing. The Mary Talk said, I cringe every time she says disassociate instead of dissociate. Lunatic Cat said, the switch is pure gold, just like her nails, probably fake and a bit too long to be comfortable. Megan Doll said, your system, your responsibility. Ryan Squirrel System said, system responsibility. Okay, so I'm not, like, too far off, you know, just because it's an alter who said something mean or responded in a bad way doesn't mean that, like, there's nothing you can do about it. You know, you're all part of the same system, so system responsibility. Okay. A Strange said, we do not take on the body's problems. That's on her. Nick E said, it kind of bothers me that she keeps pronouncing DissociaDID wrong, kind of rude when she's been corrected by many systems, including Nin. True. Yeah, I don't know if she's doing it on purpose or what, but I noticed that. I was like, okay. Lunatic Cat said, according to the Tritionary, it's somewhere around dissociative, but oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, so, like, even if Tierney responded poorly to Nin or to DissociaDID, Trisha could have, you know, taken responsibility for that and tried to correct it. You know, it's not like, oh, well, Tierney was mean, so I guess it's over. Like, no, you could still take steps to correct it, because Nin seems like a very nice and very understanding person. And I'm sure she would have appreciated that. You know, Trisha coming back and saying sorry and trying to make it right, but
very rarely do I catch the switch on camera, but lately I feel like it's been in my mind, like, why isn't this happening? No one's believing me. Like, I don't have a paper that says this. So everyone's like, oh, well, then it can't be real. Oh, she can't have traits of that or whatever. And so it's been in my mind, and I was like, it's weird. It's like almost like being, let's say you have a superpower and you go to like again the X-Men university, but you can't tap into your superpower. People are gonna think you're a liar, and they're gonna be like, you shouldn't be here. But it really sucks because you know you don't belong in normal school, so you're just like, well, I should be here, but I just can't show it.
What? Oh no. Oh no. She's talking about, she's comparing this to the X-Men universe? Trisha, why? Oh no, okay. Ryan Squirrel System said, have you seen her recent upload she posted yesterday? She left a hate video and we're thinking it's a second channel she created to hate on Nin, but we aren't sure. Ooh, no, I didn't. Oh, I saw that she uploaded 2 videos after this one. But no. She has like a second channel, or there's another channel that was posting hateful content. Tinley said, Trisha, the host, is the one who fronts the most, needs to take responsibility. If she isn't lying about having DID, that is. Oscar said, a superpower? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Sarah Rose said, DID is not a superpower. What the crap? Holly said in her recent video, she claimed they don't even believe they have DID fully. Her stories are constantly changing once she got the wrong kind of attention she was seeking. Darlene said, I think she is saying it wrong so she doesn't have to be accountable, like she's talking about something she made up. That's a good point, Darlene. JJ said, what? Umu Madhu said, OMG, hello, catching you live from India. Very cool. Hi, I'm glad that you're here. Emma Smith said, it really makes me angry how she refers to it as a superpower. It's not. It's a coping mechanism, not an otherworldly power. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, I mean, I don't know, I don't understand the comparison, because again, this like leads to the culture of people kind of romanticizing trauma and wanting, like, people wanting to have trauma or wanting to present as if they've had this really bad trauma in order to get attention or for sympathy, for love. I don't know. I don't know what Trisha's motivation is with this. But something that Dr. Todd Grande was saying with, because she said, like, because I don't have a piece of paper, people are going to say that I don't have it or I don't have symptoms of it, whatever. Dr. Grande was saying, with dissociative identity disorder, some of the traits that a person who has DID will have can be present in somebody who doesn't have DID. Like, you can have similar experiences or similar traits, but it could be like representative of something else that is going on with you, or representative of another like disorder or mental health issue. Not all symptoms of DID are exclusive to DID. So I think it is very, very possible that Trisha does have something else wrong with her. She just doesn't put the effort into figuring out what it is and hasn't cared to do that so far. Sorry, I was looking up at the other webcam, not this one. I forgot I was on this one. I think that she just hasn't put the effort into figuring out what it is yet. And I just think it's interesting that she could very much have symptoms of, not symptoms, but like certain signs of DID, but it could be representative of something else. Okay, let's see what you guys said. Allie said, Trisha created a sock account dedicated to discrediting Nin. It's horrible. She linked it in the description of one of her recent videos. Oh no. I'll have to check that out. The Mary Talk said, if she manages to come back from this, I can't even. I mean, her credibility is shot anyway. I don't think this is what's going to get her off the internet. She's done horrible things before, and she gets down for a little bit, but then people kind of forget about it until the next scandal happens, is what it seems like. Autumn said, the videos on it are horrible. I've reported every one of them. That's good. Oh, Ryan's Squirrel System said it is linked in one of the descriptions of her recent uploads. Okay, I'm definitely going to check it out. A Strange said, yeah, they think they have traits of it or something like with bipolar disorder. Brie Harvey Productions said she created a channel called Tatiana making content hating on Nin. That's horrible. That's so rude. Classy Cloud said, hey, hi, hello, welcome. Nightmare Collector said, does she romanticize mental illness? I'm not saying that she does in particular, but it's a very, like, Tumblr thing. Like, people in general, I feel like, not everybody, but a lot of people romanticize mental illness, like depression, anxiety. You know, Corinna Kopf had, like, anxiety merch. It's like everybody wants to have anxiety, everybody wants to be depressed, everybody wants to have an eating disorder. And it's not everyone, but a lot of people, like younger people, I guess, on the platform make it seem like it's this cool thing to have. Oscar said it sucks because no one wants to give her attention, but she's spreading so much misinformation that people are just to educate people. Right. Like, you don't want to encourage people to watch her or go look at her stuff, but at the same time, you know people are anyway. And so it's like, I don't want to reward her by giving her a view, but at the same time, if you're somebody, especially in my position where I talk about, like, current event stuff from YouTube, it's like I have to be informed and I have to know. And we have to be able to combat the false information that she's spreading. Okay. Oh, Oscar said the T slur was from a while ago, but I did find it. Okay. I was going to say, I don't think I heard her say it in the H3 podcast, but I'm not surprised that she did at some point. Okay. So let's go ahead. You guys are leaving some really awesome comments, but I don't want to take too much away from the reaction, so let's get back into it because we're only 2 minutes in.
Which really hurts a lot. Tyranny is definitely the one to come to the forefront the most. He just did an OnlyFans and we uploaded it collectively because I support and so does T. We support him. We kind of were like mourning him because he wasn't around, and all of a sudden he gets brought back into the light. Together have this sort of connection where Tyranny is really crazy and Tyson's really sensitive, and I don't even give a fuck if people call me crazy. Like, I'm crazy, bitch, you're crazy too. Like, get over it. Like, it's just,
I'm sorry. Is that her idea of switching? Oh no. Okay, let's see it play out.
girl, bye. Like, this is the internet. Like, okay, you're gonna tell me what I am, who I am, and where I live? No thank you, no thank you, not today. Not today. I do what I want. I show my peanut for what I want, for how much I want, and no one's gonna tell me different. I call myself crazy. Trish calls me crazy. Trixie calls me crazy, but you know it works in our crazy system, okay? So, like, if you can't get over it, honey, then you have to get over YouTube, okay?
Oh no. That... Okay, so that appears to have been a switch. I'm assuming that was Tyranny. Madeline said there's a lot more. I know there's one in the kitchen. Okay. I just, if switching for her, because that was, what, a minute, and now she's, like, switching back into whoever. I don't know who's about to present. How how come we have literally never, ever seen a switch on camera before? If it happens that quickly for her, you know, within a minute she's boom, 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 like switching, I do not buy it. But let's go ahead and get back into it.
Just like make YouTube videos and like I always get scared when you have controversial ones. Get scared because we're alone. Everybody hates us for something we can't control. It scares me so much. I know everyone's looking out for me. I just can't comprehend it. Because why would anybody care about me or look out for me? So I'm just scared. And I'm scared when they try and protect me. I'm scared what they try to show us. And I just don't really see.
I'm
Need a professional
so
website?
confused.
I created one for...
I'm so confused at what is happening.
And I'm scared. See, and I'm scared. Because people hate me too because I'm
What?
what's the name of the actors?
I feel very conflicted at this point because as much as I want to roast Trisha for how blatantly faked this is, I also don't want to make light of the situation. Like, this is not okay. It's literally making light of dissociative identity disorder. It's making light of something that only occurs because of childhood trauma, and I literally just don't understand what the motivation is. Like, I really don't, because I feel like with this, like, some of you are saying that this was supposed to be a little, like, this was her presenting this was her faking like a little was speaking, and I feel like maybe in her head she thinks, oh, if I show this part, people are gonna feel bad, they're gonna see that I'm hurt, and they're gonna feel sympathy for me. But so many of you are saying that we're not buying it. We're not buying it, ma'am. Oh my goodness. Embarrassed for her. Oh my goodness. Wanderless Z said, just jumping on, but have you seen DissociaTID's response? I saw the first response, and I saw some of the things that Nin posted on Twitter. But I know that Nin posted another video about how they had a split, like another alter. I don't know the right word, so I apologize if this is correct, but a new alter appeared, I believe is the right way to say it, and I haven't watched that video yet. Is that what you're talking about, Wanderlust? Oscar said, the video Kyle posted recently broke my heart. I hope Nin's okay. Uma said, and Nin's system is so protective of her littles. She even had a video uploaded talking about why they would never ever disclose any more of their littles' identities. A Strange said, did they make a new one? Let's see. Nikki said, this is deeply upsetting. I wish she understood or cared how this affects systems with DID. That, at the end of the day, that's what it is. She doesn't, I don't know if she does understand and she just doesn't care, but her not taking the time to sit back and be like, this is probably not cool, is super upsetting. Aspen said, motivation, attention. She's clearly desperate for it, and I feel bad that she doesn't have people in her life to give it to her. Why is no one telling her to stop? Right. Darlene said, childhood trauma is experiencing unimaginable horrors that isn't your parents yelling at you. Exactly. Mary said, what Trisha needs is herself, and she keeps going after external attention. She's not going to feel okay until she realizes this. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of Trisha's unhappiness maybe could be helped if she took some time to, like, look at herself, look at her heart, and kind of figure out what it is she really wants out of life and why she feels the need to get so much external attention, because she's always been like that. She's always wanted the attention of others. And I feel like it's kind of proven with all of the reality shows that she's been on, or like she was on like My Strange Addiction for tanning. She's been on the Ellen Show. She's always wanted this attention, and it definitely could come from maybe not having the greatest relationship with her parents growing up. It sounds like they weren't super involved. And that is hard, but she's an adult. Like, she's got to figure this out. Wonderlessy said, yeah, Kyle posted it, not Nin, which shows how horribly this is affecting their system. Ugh. I'll have to watch it when we're done with this. Ryan Squirrel System said, we never ever would put our littles on the internet, just as you wouldn't let a child have social media. That's a great point. Spencer said, I feel like any attention is good attention for Trisha. I feel like she doesn't know the difference and just digs in deeper when people challenge her narrative. Exactly. A Strange said, we have worked very hard making our own friends offline and online, keeping up with those contacts. This is something she needs to do for herself. Yeah. Ryan Squirrel System, that's a really good point about how you wouldn't let a kid have social media, like you wouldn't let a child post on social media. I feel like, I'm not going to say Trisha doesn't have DID, because I'm not a professional. That's not my job. But I feel like if Trisha did have it and she was taking it seriously, she would probably want to be protective of a little. She would, take that same approach about, like, the littles aren't meant to be on social media. They're not meant to be kind of exposed to the world. Because I even remember in Anthony's video, when one of Nin's littles came out, they left that part in, but they didn't put the little's name. And it's like, protecting parts of the little, protecting the most important part, and keeping that hidden. Like, not everything that happens has to go on social media. And I feel like Trisha including the little in this case is really, it seems like it's meant for sympathy, but I don't think she's getting the intended response.
I think it's apparent, if you've watched me for some time, that I don't choose who, what, when, where to show who, what, when, where. the switches are real scary. And I have the scary side to tyranny. And I just encourage anyone who struggles with this or anything like this, or where they can switch and not know who that person was, whether you see that or someone else. Don't listen to the internet, the YouTube comments. You need to get help in order to deal with it. And I know how to deal with mine, and I've been diagnosed with traits of lots of things. I said this multiple times. Schizo, bipolar, borderline. And it doesn't mean I've been given any medication. I don't even know if there is medication for this, but there is ways to control it, subside it, accept it, get through it, and more or less embrace it. And that's where I'm at, and I sincerely apologize on behalf of all of us to anyone we've offended, or names we called. That's not what we like to do. Tyson and Tyranny have almost all but have died, and sometimes they come back.
How? That's something I want to look into. First of all, is that what it's called? When you have an alter, can they die? I know that it's possible for like two alters to integrate, but what happens when one alter either goes away or maybe stops being needed? I'm not quite sure of the correct terminology, but something interesting is how she said, like, Tyson and Tyranny have all but died, but Tyranny is also the one who you said responded to Nin. So I don't know, it just seems inconsistent. It's inconsistent, Trish. Tell us what's actually up. I see a lot of you guys talking about the petition. I will find the petition and put it in the description. I'm not encouraging anybody to sign it. I'm not saying that we should take away anyone's platform, because that goes against the terms of service on YouTube, but I will provide it as a resource for those who want it. Okay, so you guys are saying it's called going dormant. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, a lot of you guys are saying, no, they don't die, it's called going dormant. Good to know. Thank you for that. Thank you to all of you who responded with that.
Back, and we accept them and we love them through it, but it's hard for all of us because we all have to take the heat, including our shell. So I apologize. And
Outwork has...
This really is quite an interesting video.
And then we just hope you can forgive us.
Okay. This is the part that I've heard a lot of people roasting her for. I'm not sure why she has a camera just set up like that, unless she's like filming something for later, but let's go ahead and see.
Hungry, thirsty.
I'm so confused, Trisha. Oh my goodness.
Oh. Oh, it really hurt. Oh. Oh. Oh man, my water.
Okay.
Oh man.
Alrighty. Well, interesting. Okay, let's see what what you guys had to say about that. Oh my goodness. Crystal FTW said, like, she's acting possessed. I'm so confused where she thinks this is what it's like. Yeah. Tinley said, then the altar that apparently only cares about eating makes sure they're in screen. Oscar said, is that a fruit roll? It is. Oh my goodness. Foxtrot said, it's like watching one of those Paranormal Activity movies. Mary Garcia said, this is disrespectful. I've had episodes like these, and the fact that she's trying to act like someone else makes me upset. Yeah. Hannah Schwartz said, notice the altar doesn't care enough to pick up the cup, but is willing to put boxes back and shut cabinet doors. It's a little inconsistent. Ryan Squirrel System said, look at her recent videos in the description. I'll check that in a second. Choker's Ghost said, so I guess being hungry is an altar. Yeah. Okay, so there's nothing in there. Let's see what her recent videos are. See what that channel is. Okay. It should be in the description, right? Okay, there's nothing in there. Dissociated. Oh, Dissociated faking it, question mark.
In the Dissociative.
Tatiana. She does what Trisha Paytas did, saying she is an alter and transgender. Why does everyone say Trisha is a liar, but she isn't? Seems she want attention, and this gets it to her. Interesting. Wow. That's gross. This is disgusting. This is not cool. Okay. Bailey said, people who have DID can have fragments who only have a few personality traits or take on a specific task, but it's incredibly offensive to portray it this way. Yeah, I think everything pretty much about how Trisha is handling this and portraying this is offensive and not okay. Okay. Some people are asking if Trisha runs this account or if she made this channel. I don't know, but it was linked in her second to last most recent video. So,
in the Dissociative.
I mean, I don't know. Whether she runs it or not, I guess it doesn't matter because she's supporting it. She's getting people to come watch this. It now has 81,000 views. Morgan said, she is, Tatiana is one of her alters. If I'm gonna be really honest right now, if the fact, whether Trisha made this or not, the fact that she put a link in one of her most recent videos and the fact that she's promoting this is, like, my heart hurts. Man. DissociaDID has done nothing to deserve this. Like, this is really not okay. Whether or not Trisha made it, I feel like it's irrelevant because, like I said, she's promoting it. She's putting a link in there. But just because somebody doesn't believe you or has questions, and Nin never even said that Trisha doesn't have DID. Nin was just explaining the false things in Trisha's video. And so I feel like Trisha got mad that Anthony Padilla said move to trash in that Instagram story, and now she's like taking it. Yeah, she made that video like Dear Anthony Padilla and went off on him, but I feel like she's like going after DissociaDID for this now and taking her anger out on Anthony, on Nin, and DissociaDID, the whole system. That's so messed up. Oh my gosh. Mary said, I'm so angry, I'm shaking. I'm so sorry. That, I mean, this is just not okay. Uma said, like, imagine going after someone like Nin who has been advocating for this community for actual years, who's obviously been through so much. It's just twisted and disgusting. A Strange said she's abusing her platform and it's not okay. She has victims now. It's just so bad. Uma said, and that too after Nin was so kind and respectful in her response. Oscar said, all that system does is try to help people. This is heartbreaking and gross, honestly. Darlene said, Trisha's a very vindictive person. Megan said, yes, Nin was so mature and respectful. Yeah. This is really, really not okay. I mean, gosh, like, Trisha went too far with the first video that she posted, but now she's like sticking to it. I'm gonna get off of this. But she's literally like, she went too far with posting Meet My Alters, and then with the Dear Anthony Padilla video, it's like, okay, you're gonna pop off. That's what Trish does, whatever. But then going so far as to put My Alters, Switch, Caught on Camera, and then DissociaTID, please stop bullying us. I'm actually really not okay. Like, DissociaTID did not bully Trisha whatsoever. They've said, like, we want everybody to be respectful. All we want to do is educate about DID. Like, we don't want to be involved in the drama. DissociaTID literally, I don't know if DissociaTID would have even gotten involved in this if Trisha hadn't called them crazy. And the thing is, like, Trisha didn't say, like, DissociaTID is crazy, but she said, like, I saw Anthony's video and seeing those people, it looks like they're crazy. Like, she minced words in a way where she didn't straight up say, like, they're crazy. But, I mean, the point stands. Like, she basically called Nin and DissociaTID crazy. Like, she called that whole system crazy. And so everybody wanted Nin to react. And so Nin did. And she did it in such a respectful, classy way. And I don't think that she necessarily would have gotten involved if Trisha did not call her out and the system out by name. I really don't know. Oh. My goodness. Morgan says, is anyone else wondering what Shane Dawson is thinking right now? He was one of the only ones left that was defending her. He probably feels so dumb right now. Honestly, I was super surprised that he named that pink shade Trisha in the conspiracy palette, because I was like, that was after her coming out as trans video, and I was so surprised that he did that. I mean, I know Shane has, like, blinders on to people's bad behavior, and he just wants everybody to, like, get along and be happy and be nice. Grizz said, Tatiana's channel is all about Trish. One video talks about Trish and practically praising her altars. The account was made on January 22nd. So did she make it? I don't know, man. For me, part of me is like, that's probably too much effort for Trisha to do, like, for her to make a whole other channel. But also, like, I don't know what else she has to do, but I don't know, man. Ryan Squirrel System said, Tyler here would just like to take a moment to appreciate the like to dislike ratio on these videos. It leaves us with some hope that people aren't taking her too seriously. I mean, really, very few people are taking this seriously and taking her word for it. Taylor Morden said, it might be a misguided fan, the channel with Nin faking videos. Yeah, I mean, it might be. It might be like a diehard Trisha supporter. Who knows? Specky Mecky said, also the editing is way too good to be Trisha. I wasn't gonna say that out loud, but I was like, it looks like these are probably, like, heavily edited videos or, like, compilation videos, and we know that Trisha doesn't edit her stuff too much, so I don't know about that. Okay, yeah, so, I mean, the thing is, like, we all know Trisha's doing it for clout. It's insane to me that, because she has, like, 4 million subscribers. If you look back at these, like, older videos, she's getting, around, like, 150 to 200,000 views, I would say, on average for all of her past videos, as of late. And then, you know, she posts Meet My Alters, Dissociative Identity Disorder, and it has 1 million views. Dear Anthony Padilla has 798,000. What's in My Whore Bag only has 400,000. But then My Alters Switch, Caught on Camera, has 1 million. And then these past two that were posted within the last day already have over 300,000. So it's definitely just a way to get more attention, to get more money. There were ads on the video that we watched, and so you know she's getting AdSense money from it, which is actually insane because on H3, the H3 podcast, one of you recommended that I listen to the last episode with her in it, and she literally was on the podcast the same day that she filmed the Dear Anthony Padilla video, and she talked about it a little bit, but she said that she's making like $200,000 a month with her OnlyFans. Which, like, what? $200,000 a month? Oh my gosh, why do you even need the clout? Like, why do you even need this on YouTube? You're making good money. You could definitely, like, there's so much other content she could make and so many other things that she could post that would actually be cool or helpful or fun. Like, she could literally post, like, OnlyFans tutorials and people would be interested in that. She has a ton of people who follow her, who are members of her OnlyFans. I don't know how that works, but, like, she could do so many other things, and instead she chooses to do this. It's just really, it's disappointing. It's not cool. But let's go ahead and see what you guys are saying. Valkyrie13 said, the problem is that what Trisha is doing is so similar to what abusers did when we were children. The gaslighting, mocking, twisting the truth and facts, attacking, and then claiming victimhood. Absolutely. I mean, you nailed it. You hit the nail on the head. I Digress said, without controversy, what would Trisha be? I mean, that's true. But I feel like she could make controversy about something else. Like, she literally could, I don't know, like, she was a troll for so long, and it was, like, very lighthearted trolling for a really long time, I feel like. And now, just within the last, like, 2 years probably, it's gone to some serious places. And yeah, she keeps getting more attention from it, but I don't know a single person who takes Trisha seriously. And I don't know. I mean, maybe to her the money is worth it, but I'm like, I would not want to be rich and have people think that I was just, like, a complete joke, you know? I wouldn't want to, like, sell my integrity for money. But apparently she doesn't have that same mindset. Joker's Ghost said, also a couple months ago, she mocked Anna Nicole Smith, a dead woman with a mental illness. If Trish, I'm not going to say that, had a mental illness, she wouldn't go mocking someone else who had a mental illness. It's a good point. Uma said in Nin's Twitter response, they said that a lot of systems feel traumatized and unable to reach out or speak up about themselves and their struggles because of Trisha's behavior. Ryan Squirrel System said, can you visit Nin's channel and watch her most recent upload? Yeah, I'll go to it in a second, see how long it is. Bree Harvey Productions said, it's not about money, it's about attention. Probably true. Spanky said, she wouldn't be rich. The fact that she's rich solely out of videos like these is disgusting. Oscar said, I wish she would just stick to being a chicken nugget and leave marginalized communities alone. I agree. Joker's Ghost said, Trisha identifies as what's trending. She saw Jake and Tana get married. She got married. She saw people coming out as trans. She's trans, and now she has DID. Absolutely. She just wants to be on, like, whatever's the most popular thing. Ooh, Darlene. She said, Darlene said she's probably putting money in the bank because she knows her career is going to tank. She has nothing else, so this is her retirement plan. Good point. I hope she's at least saving some of this money. I hope she's, like, I mean, we've all seen how Trisha spends her money. I don't think she's the most responsible with it, but I really do hope. I hope she's saving it so we're not seeing this, like, 30 years from now. Jody said, look, Trish does this because she wants to hurt people, plain and simple. That's kind of what it seems like, but that makes me sad. I don't know. It seems like she doesn't care if she hurts people or not. Spencer said she would have had to have had integrity in the first place. Oh my gosh. I cannot read right now. Okay. Megan said she's in the top 0.01% on OnlyFans. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's go to Dissociated's channel and see. It looks like that's the most recent one, but let me just double check. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna put it out there. Same with Trisha's video. I have not watched this yet. The thumbnail says we aren't okay and a new altar, so obviously this is gonna be quite a serious video. It may discuss sensitive things. It might be triggering to some people. I don't know what's all in it, but it appears that from what you guys have said, it's going to be Kyle talking about kind of the fallout from what's been happening after all this. So we'll go ahead and just take a look at this. All right.
Look like this. I'm Brittany. Hi everybody, it's Kyle. This ain't going to be our usual kind of video. This is a heads up to let you all know that there ain't going to be a proper video today. Why? Number of reasons. One, we just moved into our new house literally yesterday. It was a very stressful move. At the moment, we don't really know where anything is and we need some downtime. We're always going to be the first people to advocate for self-care when it's needed. Also, the other thing is that this Trisha Paytas stuff has hit our system real hard. We've seen a lot of other systems splitting, new alters being created, people saying that, you know, they ain't ever going to tell anyone else about their DID because of stuff like this, because people are going to think that they're like Trisha, or they're going to believe the stuff that Trisha has said. So it's been very damaging for the whole community. We were one of the systems who had a new split because of this stuff. We had a lot of flashbacks.
Okay, before Kyle gets into that, I will say that the thought that people who do have dissociative identity disorder are like taking a step back and saying like, well, I don't want to talk about it, like I don't want to tell people about it because I don't know, they think that they're gonna get judged or they think that they're gonna be associated with behavior like Trisha's, is really, really sad to me. Like, I feel like DissociaDID and so many other systems on YouTube who openly talk about DID and talk about what they're going through, what it's like, they just literally want to educate people, have done so much for this community, and now the thought that Trisha wanting to make a few bucks has put people in the mindset of, well, I can't share, or I can't tell people what I'm going through, or, you know, I don't want people to see that and think that we're the same, is really upsetting. But let's go ahead and get back.
From watching the Anthony video, which obviously was extremely aggressive. There was a lot of threatening behaviour, a lot of lunging at the camera, swearing directed particularly at us and at Anthony. Just a lot of aggression, threatening behaviour, and obviously as people with DID, in our case, there were times in our past where we couldn't defend ourselves when we were treated like that, and there weren't a screen there to protect us. So obviously that caused some flashbacks, and it's a high stress situation. We just got over being sick, blah blah blah, loads of excuses, you don't want them. But we wanted to at least put something out, so this is just a little unedited, tiny thing to say.
The fact that he said it reminds us of past times when we were threatened and there wasn't a screen there to protect us.
Seen all the support, and we've seen how many subscribers we've gained, and we wanted to say thank you. I wanted to say thank you, and yeah, Nin would have a lot to say if she was here, but we're struggling right now. And what we've been doing this channel for 2 years now, I think we've only missed a weekly Sunday upload 4 times. So this is going to have to be one of those times where we say, look, we've got to be leading by example. Self-care when you need it. You've got to put yourself first. You can't pour from an empty cup. But we wanted to say that we've seen all the stuff that you guys have posted, and we're so happy about what everybody's been saying, the fact that you guys want to stay here to learn more, that you guys are going over to other YouTubers' channels to learn more about DID, and it's really brought something really beautiful from all this rubbish that's going on at the minute. So huge apology for not having a proper video today. We'll be back on it
Sunday next week. As always, we usually are very, very regular uploaders. So, yeah, we just wanted to let you all know that we've seen you and we appreciate everything that you said and everything that you've done. And we're looking forward to making more content for you and answering questions. But, yeah, take care of yourselves. We'll be taking care of ourselves. Don't worry about us. We've just got Animal Crossing on the Switch. So we'll be taking some downtime, moving into this house and sorting our stuff out. And to all the systems who've been affected by this, we love you. We're feeling it with you. We're sorry. And we ain't going to be addressing this drama any further because we don't think that it's going to do any good. I think this is the first time I've ever been in a video with my hair down. Disgusting. Right. Alright guys, I will see you next week. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Bye.
Oh, hey, it's recommending my video. Man. That really, like, hurt my heart when Kyle said, like, and there wasn't a screen to protect us in the past. Like, the impact of not necessarily going after, but kind of like stealing the traits and the attention of a marginalized community. Man, others and their personal lives. Talking about a highly complex, stigmatized disorder born from repeated childhood trauma is not something that anyone can reduce to being just about themselves and their experiences only. Verbal abuse is not acceptable just because it's behind a screen. Any individual or system must take responsibility for their actions. You cannot blame something on another alter and wash your hands of it. Your system, your responsibility. And then we don't intend to address Trisha Paytas or her content further than this. We are safe and we'll be back next Sunday at 6 p.m. GMT. Thank you so much for the huge outreach of support and love. You are appreciated and important. See you soon, Nin. Man, even in this, like, DissociaDID is just setting the example of, like, acting with grace, acting with kindness, acting with the fact that you can call someone out, you can disagree with them, you can think they're completely wrong and completely damaging, and you're not being nasty about it. Like, they're still being kind about it is just, it's very inspiring. I'm so sad that DissociaTID is going through this. And all the other people and systems with dissociative identity disorder. I feel so bad that this is why their community is getting attention. But I do definitely think that we can all kind of take the lead from DissociaTID and take this approach when calling people out in the future. We can do our best to kind of take the high road, and if Nin and Kyle and the whole DissociaTID system can handle this with such respect and by taking the high road, man, we should all be able to take the lead, like I said. Oh, alright, let's see what you guys said. You guys are talking about Trisha showing emails and profile information from people who message her hate. Shocking. Oh, you guys want me to react to it? Yeah, Oscar, that's a good point. If I'm doing it live, I won't be able to blur anything out. So, definitely not going to watch that on live, but that literally doesn't even surprise me that that's what she's doing. But man, she's doxing people. Cool. Very cool. Man. Alright, well, that's disappointing. That's really upsetting. Everything that Trisha's done over the past week has been pretty upsetting. But her doxing people on Instagram, Blue Oak said, did you see that video Trisha linked in the description of the first video? Yeah, so we looked, are you talking about the Tatiana channel? I clicked on it and we took a look at it. I don't want to watch any of those videos. That whole channel is basically what it looks like, dedicated to discrediting DissociaTID, and I don't want to contribute any views to that whatsoever. But man, Trisha has really taken it too far this time. When her first video came out, I thought like, oh yeah, she's probably like, she's going through something, and I still stand by that. I still think she is going through something, but I don't know. I kind of thought it would be like, I don't know what I thought it would be like, but I didn't think it would end up like this, with her like doubling down and faking switching on camera, because I'm gonna call it faking. Maybe she has DID. Like I said, I don't know. I'm not a professional. I can't diagnose anybody. But I would say that was, I mean, it pretty obviously faking. That's just my opinion. I could be completely wrong. But like I said, I didn't think she would end up faking switching on camera, claiming that DissociaTID is bullying her, promoting a channel completely created to discredit DissociaTID. And I'm not interested to see where it'll go from here, but I'm sure we'll all keep an eye on it. We'll all keep tabs on it, see where it goes. Yeah. A Strange said, now the whole community hates her, though. It's all on her own. I mean, that's something that she's just gonna have to deal with, is like, nothing she can do at this point other than a sincere apology is gonna make it better for her. Like, people don't believe her. People are pretty upset that she's done this and is continuing to act like she and is continuing to spread false information about DID, and I just don't know what she could do at this point. Like, what I would want to see from her is a sincere apology, and I don't know that we'll see that from her. I don't know that that's something that she would ever do on her own free will. But Giggle Knight said, I wonder what her definition of bullying is, because Nin was nothing but respectful and just wanted to correct misinformation she was spreading. Right. Griesmer said, LOL, Glitter Forever 17 went after her in an email, and I'm honestly laughing out loud. Go to her Insta story. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Okay. Someone said Anthony Padilla's video. Which Anthony Padilla video? Lunatic Cat said Fragmented Psyche also has a video with Team Pinata and 20 plus other systems that came forward to send support to DissociaTID. Oh, that's so nice. I'm sure she'll see it. Okay. Megan said she made her mom and sister help her marry a cardboard cutout. These people aren't firing on all cylinders. Megan! Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna check her Instagram story. I'm not gonna show anything. I'm not gonna like pull anything up on the screen because some of you said that she was showing personal information. But let me find her Instagram. She's literally, You guys weren't kidding. She literally shared someone's email address that sent her an email. Okay, here's from Breland. The email subject from Breland. The subject of the email from Breland is, "Sorry, girl, but you suck, dead ass." Oh no. So Breland, okay, this is completely, like, not completely irrelevant because we're talking about Glitter Forever 17, but she started a new channel that's just called, like, Breland. It's not Glitter Forever 17, it's, like, her personal channel, and I love it. Like, sometimes I feel like Breland, like, swears to be gratuitous, or, like, I don't know, there's something about the way she talks sometimes that's very cheesy to me. But I love it. Like, she just doesn't care what she says on there. And she posted a video about how she had, like, reached out to Trisha back when she was big as Glitter Forever 17, and Trisha never responded to her. And she was like, "This is why I think Trisha Paytas hates me." But, okay, so here's the email that she sent. Ooh, I don't know if I can say this. But she definitely showed Breland's email address. Yikes. Yeah, I'm not gonna read it because it's very, very vulgar, and it also is an email that was not sent to the public. But I think Breland probably knew that there was a possibility that Trisha was gonna share these, because she, oh my god, she basically just roasted her. Oh my gosh, no, Breland. Yeah, so she basically just roasted her, called her some pretty rough names. I don't know if that's the way that I would have gone about it, but if you want to see it, it's on Trisha's story. Ooh. Brie Harvey Productions said the email is hilarious. Madeline said, "Bye, respect to everyone. You guys are all amazing and deserve the world." Bye, thanks for hanging out with us. Rama said, "I just read it, OMG." It's... Ooh, the language. Oh my gosh. Ooh, yikes. Blue Oak said, "Can we curse or not?" Yeah, definitely. I try to keep profanity or, like, cursing off of my channel for the most part. But I don't care if you guys do it in the comments. Missy Misfit said, "Hi, I just found your channel. Glad you're speaking about this." Hi, well, welcome. Glad to have you. Ryan Squirrel System said, "Anything you say can't be worse than what Trisha has said." I mean, it was, yeah, you guys are gonna want to go look at it after. Like I said, I'm not gonna read it. It is extremely vulgar, plus it was a private email, so I'm not gonna read the contents, but Trisha did put it on her Instagram story, so if you guys want to go look at it, ooh, it's a lot. It kind of emulates what I said about how I feel like Breland is, like, vulgar for no reason. It's shown in that. Darlene said, "I have to watch the White House briefing. We'll finish watching later. Bye." Bye, Darlene. Have fun. I mean, it's probably not a fun... Probably about Corona. Oh, wait. We're not allowed to say that or else people get demonetized or whatever. It's probably about the virus. So... Oscar said, I'm surprised Instagram hasn't done anything about her doxing people. I feel like Instagram probably doesn't care. Like, I don't know. I wonder if people are reporting it, though. But Blue Oak said, smell you later, newbies. Bye, Blue. All right. So, we watched Trisha's video. Ryan's Girl System said, we've seen it. It's funny as hell. We think Breland dropped her crown. Like I said, it made me laugh. I'm not going to read it out loud, but it made me laugh. But alright, so we watched Trisha's video, and then we watched Dissociated's most recent video. Is there anything else related to this topic that we should take a look at before ending the stream? Anybody, any other videos that we should look at, or posts, or anything like that related to the topic? Let me know. Courtney Bliss said, I just read the email, dang. It was a lot. Oscar said, maybe, I guess, since it isn't an address or number, but still, yeah. I don't know, I'm not quite sure what exactly their guidelines are. Joker's Ghost said Anthony's video. Is it on YouTube? Kelly Morgan said, what do y'all think about petition to get Trisha off YouTube? I'm going to definitely look at the petition. I will, on the re-upload of this, I'll include it as a resource, but I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know what all the details are in the petition. I'm not going to advocate signing it or not signing it, because I'm not going to tell anybody to stop watching someone or to get someone taken off YouTube. Like, I don't want to ever, like, cause somebody necessarily, like, a loss of income. But I will definitely, like I said, I'll find the petition and include it. And if you have seen it or if you've signed it, feel free to leave a comment letting all of us know what it's about and how you feel about it. Oh, the DID video. Excuse me. I have watched this before. I won't play the whole thing, but you said to look at the comments, so let's see what people are saying. So many people are talking about Nin and DissociaDID and Kyle. Oh, Anthony, we're talking about DID. Nin's little, we have DID. King Otten said, especially since their system is extremely protective of their littles, which seems to be a common thing. Alright. Bye, Uma. Have a good night. Kelly said 70,000 people have signed. New subscriber notification 7 said Glitter Forever sent Trisha a bad email. Look at the IG story. We did. We looked at the Instagram story. It was a personal email sent to Trisha, so like I said, I'm not going to read it out loud, but it was a lot. It did make me laugh. Serena said, are y'all talking about Truthfully Trisha? I don't know what that is. Kendall said, oh, Kendall's back. I guess I'm confused on why she would post the emails to get sympathy. LOL, such a mess. I have no idea. I really don't know. That's my thing. I'm like, I don't understand why Trisha does anything. Like, what is the, like, what is the reason for anything Trisha does? Oscar said, yeah, because you have to protect children even if they're in an adult body. Absolutely. Bye, Flower. Ryan Squirrel System said Dr. Todd Grande's comparison to Trisha and Chernobyl made us crack up. Trisha had said in one of her in the video that we watched, she was like, oh, it's like they've been dying. And Dr. Todd Grande, he said, and I was wondering, did they die of embarrassment? I'm like, his humor is so dry. Oh. New subscriber notification 7 said, I think Trisha Paytas made a fake email. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Breland sent that, because it really does seem like something she said, or something she would say. Alright, well, I'm not gonna watch the whole Anthony Padilla video. I feel like a lot of people have seen it already, and honestly, like, it's a pretty long one, so I will not, we're not going to watch it live or react to it, but I will put it in the description of this video in case anybody hasn't seen it and they want to give it a watch. But Joker's Ghosted, did you watch Spill's video? I did not. Is it all about Trisha? Or is it like a compilation? Ryan Squirrel System said, can you pull up Todd's video? Let's see. We might be able to watch it depending on how long it is. I watched them both last night. So let's see how long it is.
Hello, this is Dr. Grande.
I love him. His humor is so dry, but like he'll roast you. It's like 17 minutes. Let's see. Kelly Morgan said, do you think Tatiana YouTube channel is Trisha? A lot of people do think it's Trisha. I don't know. I haven't seen any of them, but who knows? Okay, so we have this one, and then Oscar said, oh, I hope you're feeling better, BTW. Thank you. I feel terrible. I do feel, well, yesterday was probably the worst day of my sickness. But I still don't feel great, but we're getting better. So thank you. Let's see. Conspiracy theory. Trisha Paytas made a fake email of Glitter Forever 17 and sent a hate email to herself. Alright, let's watch a little bit of Dr. Grande's video.
Welcome to my scientifically...
Ooh, and then we'll look up that spill video. Oh, sorry, I misspoke. It's alternative systems video. Sorry. That's okay. We'll look at it in a minute.
ID. So I have some questions about Trisha Paytas, her video about like switching on camera, right, where she has the alters and she switches between them, and then 2 other videos she did after that. I also had some questions about another channel, and I can't pronounce the name of the channel. It's a combination of the word dissociative and DID. It's run by a young lady who refers to herself as Nin, right? So I'm just going to call that Nin's channel. So we have Trisha Paytas, Nin, and then just the general trend of individuals switching alters on camera. I'm going to talk about that as well. So just a reminder here that these individuals I'm talking about are real people. So I'm not diagnosing anybody here, only speculating about what could be happening in a situation like this. So not long ago, I made a video about Trisha Paytas' Meet the Alters video. And I didn't think there would be any more follow-ups to that video, right? I didn't think she would make any more videos like that. I thought she was done with that topic for a while, or I would have waited and reviewed all of her DID videos at one time. Not long after I made my video, she released the switching video. So I was working on that. I was working on the outline for that. And then as I was doing that work, I saw she released 2 more videos. So I stopped and then watched those and then came back to this. So that delayed production a bit because of...
I don't remember if he says it in this one or the other video where he was like, it took me he's like, I had to get back into kind of an analytical mind frame because I'm not used to watching content like that. Oscar said, oh boy, was he wrong.
Her releasing those videos, but also I had to kind of build my cognitive reasoning skills back up after watching her first video, right? So it's difficult for me to watch her videos. I'm accustomed to educational content, and Trisha Paytas does not qualify. It reminds me of a mini-series I watched a while back on Chernobyl. I think it was on HBO, and how the people that were going in to clean up that radioactive disaster, that meltdown, they had to limit their exposure to the radiation, right? Just like an hour at a time, whatever.
He knows he's being funny. Look at his face.
That's how I feel about Trisha Paytas videos. I go in there, I watch them, and I come out of the experience just not feeling as sharp. So I have to read some scientific literature, take a break, and build that back up. So that happens each time I watch one. So I really had to do a lot of recovery from that experience. Now, that's not saying she's bad or anything like that. It's just not my type of content, right? That's what I experience whenever I look at content that's not really entertaining for me or educational for me. So I also had, again, many requests to review Nin's channel, so I figured I'd throw that into the same video. So my first video on Trisha Paytas covered DID in detail, like the science behind it, the argument kind of for and against it, really. So I won't repeat all that. I'll put a link to that video in the description for this video. So first I'll look at...
Dang, like, he'll roast you, but he does it in such a way that you're like, wait, hold on.
Idea of people switching alters on camera. So the first Trisha Paytas video I'm looking at here is the switching video. We see that Trisha apologizes. She talks about how these alters or this disorder is a secret ability that no one can see. She makes a reference to the X-Men movies, which I thought was interesting. Then she pauses, and I was thinking to myself, here we go, right? Here we're going to start with the alters. And that's what happened. We saw the angry alter, I guess. I guess that was supposed to be kind of a hostile alter. And then what I guess was a little kid alter, not really sure. Didn't really make a lot of sense. And then back to what I assume is the primary personality, Trisha. She talks about how she's been diagnosed in the past with schizophrenia, bipolar, and borderline personality disorder. So just an interesting note here. She could be telling the truth. I'm not saying she's not telling the truth. But you really can't have schizophrenia and bipolar at the same time.
David, that's funny.
Because that would be called schizoaffective. Now, I have seen clinicians who diagnose them separately, but that's not the correct way to do it. There's another disorder that is essentially a combination of those two disorders. Now, it's also possible that she was diagnosed with one, and then it went away, and then she was diagnosed with another. That's not really likely, but I just wanted to point out that technical aspect of how those disorders actually work. She mentions that 2 of her alters have all but died.
This is the part that I was talking about. This is the part where... Okay, he said she alludes to the fact that 2 of her alters have all but died.
And I was wondering, did they die of embarrassment for making that video? Seems like a realistic explanation, but I think I was just cranky from having to watch so much of that content, so that's probably why that thought came to mind. We see this...
Oh my gosh. Ryan's Squirrel System said, yes, we can confirm we are superheroes. Scratch that, we wish. I Digress said, drag her, Dr. Grande. Joker's Ghost said, OMG the shade. Oscar said, LMAO. Oh my gosh.
Security footage component toward the end of this video. I think that's what that was supposed to look like. Like there's this camera set up looking at what I guess is
He said it was supposed to look like security footage.
kitchen, and she's going around like eating Doritos and some other food. I don't know what it was, some sort of fruit-based snack or something. And then I guess she switches, and then she's sick from having eaten the food in her own kitchen. I don't know if the alters bought that, or I don't know, maybe somebody else lives with her. I don't know what happened there, but that was the setup there. So we have the angry person, the little kid, and then the person who has bad decision-making skills when it comes to food selection. I don't know. I don't know what that was supposed to be, but that's what we have in terms of these 3 alters featured in this particular video.
God.
Then we see the next video is the Stop the Bullying video.
Oscar, that's what I was thinking. Oscar said he doesn't know what a fruit roll-up is. And I'm like, man, he's so grown. He doesn't know what a fruit roll-up is. A fruit, Spencer said, a fruit-based snack. That's what we're calling it from now on. Courtney said, it's so nice to sit under all this shade, isn't it?
Video that was directed at Nin, the young lady I mentioned, who has the other channel on DID. Trisha was mad at the attention she was getting from that other content creator. I think maybe she was a little kid for the first part of that, I'm not really sure. Then back to the main personality. She said she was triggered because she was accused of faking the disorder, and she accused Nin of trying to get views by using Trisha Paytas's name. Now, on YouTube, that's pretty common. You chase the different trends as a content creator sometimes. I don't really see how that's a valid criticism. I mean, a lot of people do that, and that's really kind of the name of the game. But either way, that video had a lot of rambling. And to use an example from an earlier video, signal to noise ratio, how much is signal, how much is noise, that second video was pretty much all noise, at least as far as my perspective. At one point in that video, she said nobody knows what's in her head. Seems like a fair statement given the circumstances. Then we moved to the not okay video, that's what I'll call it. And this is really kind of more the same, just kind of free associating. She mentions borderline personality disorder again. She declared that one thing she knows about is mental health. That really stood out. She said she'll never talk about this again. I was hoping she would kind of follow through with that. That would be a commitment that she would stick to. And really, she lost me for the whole rest of the video. I did watch it. I watched it. But I kind of zoned out. So now moving to Nin's channel.
I feel like he does not like her, like whatsoever. Oh my gosh. The Joker's Ghost said, the shade is shadier than my old neighborhood. David said, I enjoy Dr. Grande now, go bro. Flowers said, the man could easily be a robot, I would believe it. No, I feel like he just has a very, he's very analytical, and so he's not so much loud or, I don't know the word that I'm trying to think of. He's not as expressive as we would come to expect. Joker's Ghost said, alternative systems video is pretty interesting. They respond to how Trish has affected their system. Bailey Dyson said Trisha is only so relevant because her friends won't call her out on her bull. Ryan Squirrel System said, let's hear what he has to say about Nin. Spencer said he's trying to convince himself he watched it. He's like, I watched it. I did. I think he's reminding us. He's like, I watched it. You made me watch this. I'm a doctor. All right. So yeah, let's see what he has to say about Nin's channel, because Trisha is promoting a channel. Even if she doesn't run it, she's promoting a channel that's apparently dedicated to calling Nin out and saying that Nin and the whole DissociaDID system is faking, is what this channel is saying. So let's see what Dr. Todd Grande has to say.
Now, Nin is kind of held up by some in the DID community as accurately representing the disorder and, to some extent, dissociation and trauma in general. We see she has Meet My Alters type videos, switching videos, and a number on trauma, as well as some other subjects. I watched several of her videos and parts of quite a few, looking for concrete statements, definitive statements based on research. And from what I saw, the sample I took, there were a few videos that had references in the description for the video. And she also talked about articles that she read, and even read the results from some of those articles. The results weren't synthesized, right? It wasn't like she read them all and kind of wove them together like we would typically see with something like that. But still, it was much better than we see with most channels on DID. So
you're saying that Nin has sources, Nin has articles, Nin has reliable information? Is that what you're saying, Dr. Grande?
I was pretty happy to see that an article was involved at any level. There was a moment in one of her videos, and maybe she says it in other videos, I don't know, but she says, if you believe in science, then DID is real. Now, many scientists, of course, would strongly disagree with that assertion. But it seems like Nin's position is fairly clear, which I get. The nature of her channel is to talk about DID. So it would be surprising if she brought up some of the evidence that runs against the diagnostic classification being valid. Now, with science, it's not really about believing
Most equals Trisha.
in science and then declaring something is real or not. Science is about a methodology, and we use the method. And really, in terms of mental health research or any type of scientific research, scientists are trying to disprove their own theories, as well as they're trying to prove them, right? So it's not a matter of starting out with a belief and then trying to find everything that supports that belief. It's a matter of starting out with a theory and then trying to disprove it. So again, I can understand her position. Her channel is about DID, and this is fairly common. People will read an article and they'll see some support for their position, and then they won't look at the other research that really strongly indicates the opposite assertion. So it seems like a channel kind of based on people feeling a connection with the content creator, which is fine, which is actually fairly common. But that's not exactly the same thing as educational. Even still, as I mentioned, I was thrilled to see scientific research being used in any of the videos. That was great. I just have no way of knowing in terms of, like, people ask, is she faking it? Does she really have the disorder? I have no way of knowing that. And that's not just with her. That goes for any of the channels where we see the switching behavior, and really any of the DID channels in general. She does seem more articulate than Trisha Paytas, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the information is accurate. The bottom line here is it's impossible really to prove or disprove DID.
Bye, Mary.
Which is why many, if not most, mental health clinicians are skeptical about the disorder. At the doctoral level, like individuals with PhDs, for example, we see a high degree of skepticism, particularly about the prevalence. So even those who say, okay, some people probably have it.
It's just interesting, like, because even though he can't say, like, yes, I think she does, no, I don't think she has it, in terms of, like, Nin having DID, he's still, like, she seems very articulate. She included articles, she included research, stuff like that. It's like, obviously, he can't say whether or not he thinks that she has it, because he is a professional and she's not his patient, all that. The way that he kind of reviews DissociatDID's channel as opposed to the way that he reviews Trisha's channel, it's like pretty telling. Joker's Ghost said, how come in like 13 years she's never switched once in her kitchen floor meltdowns that are like an hour long, also unedited? And where is Shane's Inside the Mind of Trisha Paytas? Ooh, I would watch that. David said, I find it funny that someone who claimed to be self-diagnosed with DID is claiming a person with an actual diagnosis with DID is faking. Honey, please. Right? Joker's Ghost said Dr. Todd is a mood. That's so funny. Jody said, do you have allergies? I have an upper respiratory infection right now, so I apologize. I'm like sniffing a little bit. I'm stuffed up a little bit, but we're still here. So yeah, I mean, basically the basis of this whole video is kind of calling out Trisha, not like in a mean way, but saying that her video wasn't presented in the best way or the most accurate way. And then when you compare it to Nin's, like they're vastly different. David said it's like Trisha seen Split and that Anthony Padilla DID video and she claims she has it. Basically, that's literally what it seems like. Flower said, would you like a few health tips from me? Sure. Send them my way. I need them. Lunatic Cat said, Encina's reaction. Let's see how long that is. Were some of you saying that this is Trisha's ex? Oh. Super interesting. Okay. Is this it? Jody said, please do not apologize. We wish you were in for a quick recovery. Thank you. Okay, is this the video that you guys were talking about? The for Van Luke 7 and Encina Severa response to Trisha Paytas videos offending DID community? Let me know if you guys want to watch this, or if there's something else you guys want to watch. Alex said, yeah, Encina is drop dead gorgeous. Alright.
Hey guys, it's your girl
Oh, okay. In this video, I include footage of Encina Severa responding to Trisha Paytas' video offending the DID community. Okay. Let's see some of the comments here. Alright. Is there a specific part in this video that you wanted to see, or just the whole thing?
video as soon as I possibly could, just so that I could share some information that I saw on Instagram while I was out and about today. Now, as you all know from my last two videos, Trisha Paytas has been claiming that she has dissociative identity disorder, or otherwise known as DID. She then made another video where she claimed that she was able to catch her switch on...
Okay, this is like giving a backstory of everything, and we already pretty much know that, so I'm gonna go ahead and just jump up to the reaction
so that you can see for yourself, and then I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit further after you watch them.
Hello everybody. Okay, so very interesting news. I am here with Edwin. And
I love him.
I did an interview basically with Edwin, and we talked about Trisha's first video that she made, which again, I've actually gotten a lot of messages about making a video, and a lot of people are getting upset at me because I'm not, and I was planning on going to, like I explained the very first day that it came out, yes, I'm going to do a video. However, I needed some time. I needed a couple of days to really think about it and like put everything into perspective and stuff, and like make sure that my emotions weren't taking over completely. So we were doing the interview. It was going really, really well. We were trying to be as educational and direct and just, you know, this is the truth about these things as possible. And we took a break in the middle of it.
Homegirl did another video.
Oh no.
God. Yeah, she did another video. So got a message from somebody, and this person basically just said she did another video, and I was like, oh, okay, gotta watch this. So we did a reaction video in the middle of it. So we got 2 videos tonight. Only planning on 1, but we got 2. Hey, there we go. It was very fascinating. It was very emotional. This one definitely brought in my emotions. Again,
Because it was on the spot, and I mean the objective for my interview was to kind of, spread information from, kind of correct the misinformation, really.
yes.
And then this was kind of like landed on our lap unexpectedly, and I was like, you know what, this should go on your channel because it's like your reaction mostly. I'm just kind of cringing on the side.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was bad. So I do want to just say I am not happy with the video at all. I know I'm smiling right now because I am just kind of in complete shock from everything that's been happening and how she was on this video and stuff. So yeah, I have so much to say that I don't have anything to say. So
Oh, I feel
you got
that.
anything to say?
I mean, yeah, just to elaborate, it's definitely not like smiles or laughter out of like enjoyment. It's like, it's discomfort and it's uncomfortable. You know, you gotta kind of like laugh or smile through like the bad.
Yeah, and it was bad. So, oh goodness, I'm sorry for any systems that are out there that are having a hard time. I know a lot of people are on the verge of splitting. into other altars and such, or have already done so, and I am sorry that this is happening. Like, it's really unfortunate. So stay tuned, because there will be 2 videos coming. One's gonna go on his channel, one's gonna go on mine, and we'll let you guys know, okay?
Gosh. I think it's interesting how you can do something and, like, not have the forethought or the concern about, like, how far it's gonna go, like, how far reaching it is gonna be. Because Trisha has 4 million, over 4 million subscribers. And it's like, if you said, like, she said she knows people with DID, she dated someone with DID, and so it's like, if you know, like, if you have a personal relationship with somebody who has it, you should know how serious it is. Ugh. Alright. Well, that's super upsetting. Okay, and then you guys said alternate systems or alternative systems? Alternative. I can spell. Let's see, is there a specific video that you guys were talking about, or Joker's Ghost, is there a specific video that you wanted to take a look at, or is it the Dear DissociaDID and Trisha Paytas video? Oscar said, I'm sad that people who are just figuring out that they're a system go to look for resources and Trisha's gross videos pop up. That's one of the biggest parts of it, Oscar, is like, because some people are like, oh, don't give her the attention, don't talk about it, don't whatever. But at the same time, if somebody is just now learning about DID or thinking like, hey, you know, something's going on with me and I'm not quite sure what it is, let me look it up, let's see, like they start exploring and they see Trisha's video and they just get the wrong information, it's like, people need to call her out so that way they know, like, this isn't who you should be looking to, because people who are on YouTube or who watch YouTube regularly, like, we all know Trisha makes unreliable content, but if you don't watch YouTube regularly, you would have no idea who Trisha is. Like, Trisha's not a mainstream celebrity, and so somebody who doesn't watch YouTube or isn't involved in YouTube culture might not have any idea. Okay, so this is gonna be the last one that we'll watch before ending this.
To make a horse and
once again, I don't know what's in this video. It may be triggering. I don't know the type of language used, so just fair warning before it starts.
pony show about my mental illness is a really good way to get you 86'd from our community forever. And I can tell you from my experience, if you are a system and you meet somebody who says that they are also a system, I can tell within the first 5 minutes of interacting with them if they have been diagnosed, if they are faking, and if they are self-diagnosed. Ooh, my tea's done. Or if they're self-diagnosed and they really do have DID and they're struggling. So I've met so many people that are in denial about DID. DID is a covert disorder. I was told that I was 3 different people at any given time. Turns out I'm hundreds. But the thing is, I did not know that I was acting any differently from day to day. I had no fucking clue. So, that's, I guess, what I have to say on the whole Trisha bullshit. I don't even know her last name. Don't even give a shit. Didn't even watch her video. Watched like 5 seconds of it. Skipped through a little bit, turned it off. Fuck that. I'm just gonna go off of what Dissociated said. Oh, and also to you, Nan, whoever's out front, you are not at all crazy. In fact, she's fucking crazy.
Ooh.
Fucking crazy. You're not. We love you.
Okay, that was a little bit aggressive. But I mean, I don't like calling anybody like legitimately calling, like, I'll be like, oh wow, that's crazy, but like legitimately calling somebody crazy, I don't really support. But at the same time, I'm also not part of a marginalized community that has been involved in this situation. Like, I'm not part of the community that has false information going out about it, or that Trisha is basically dragging into the spotlight and giving false information about. So I can't say how angry I would be if I was. So Joker's Ghost said, I'm sorry about the swearing. That's okay. That I wasn't expecting it to be that much, but I mean, if that was their genuine reaction, you know, you can't always censor yourself. But that was a little bit more aggressive than I was expecting. Alright. It looks like there's some really cool supportive comments under here. Very cool. Spencer said, for any systems in here or just period, I'm so sorry that y'all are having to deal with this and what it's bringing up. I feel awful that there's not much more I or we can do, but please know that. I second that, Spencer. I feel so bad that this is what's happening. Trisha, she's gone too far before. Like, what more can I say? She's gone too far in the past, and she's gone too far again, and it really sucks that she is choosing to use marginalized communities to gain attention and to gain money. But people say, like, don't talk about her, but I feel like as long as she does stuff like this, we gotta call her out. We gotta call it out. We have to let her know that it's not okay. And as long as I see injustice happening, I'm going to talk about it. Like, I'm not the person who's just going to sit back and be like, oh, well, I don't want to give her attention. Like, I don't want to give her attention. I don't want to give her views, but I am going to talk about it. If she's going after people who are part of a marginalized community, if she's being aggressive unnecessarily, if she's bullying, I'm going to talk about it, and I feel like we have to. Anna Cash said that the downside of ignoring her is people have misinformation about the disorder. I saw a tweet replying to her saying she solidified that DID isn't real and people are faking it. That's horrifying. And that's part of the thing that she's doing, is like, her acting like this and spreading false information is going to, like, just, like, the whole point of Nin's channel and so many other channels run by systems is, like, exposing what it's really like, showing people, like, hey, DID is real, because so many people want to deny it. People are still learning about it. Like, people don't take mental health issues as seriously as they take like physical health issues. And so people want to deny it, say it's not real, say it's not valid. And then when you have Trisha acting a fool and claiming that it's because she has DID, it just does so much damage. Allie said, I agree, we do have to call her out. We can't keep letting her get away with this crap. Agree. Joker's Ghost said, how come Trisha hasn't had her channel taken down? She's broken the community guidelines and YouTube is doing nothing. I don't know. She got Hot Tea, another channel, taken down with false copyright strikes. She literally abused the copyright system, and YouTube doesn't care. Oh, ooh. Thank you, Spencer. I don't know what comment it was, but I'm moving away from it. Thank you. Anna Cash said, if she said she's a chicken nugget, then either laugh or ignore, but because people aren't being harmed by it. With this and saying she's trans is harming communities and that being harmed before her. Yeah. That's the thing, like, her trolling before was, like I said, it's lighthearted, dumb, like, who cares? It's about stuff that doesn't necessarily matter. But now when you're talking about, like, doing actual damage to people's lives, it's not okay. But that, I feel like, is gonna wrap it up for this session. We've been on here for a while, so thank you so much for hanging out with me. I am gonna do some more lives throughout the week, so we'll be able to hang out and talk about that. If you see up here, some of you suggested we look into this, so I am going to do a live exploring Gannon and his story and what happened to him. And I'll do some other lives talking about some other things, and you'll just have to wait and see what those are. But again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the constructive conversations going on and the support of the systems who were in here and systems in general. It is so awesome to see you guys being just so uplifting and supportive and constructive and just good people. So thank you. I appreciate you being here, and I love hanging out with you. And with all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. Thank you again so much for watching. Please be kind to people, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.